And now we're live over there. Okay, now we're going to be checking out Sandustry. Game's in early access. It came out a couple days ago. And then we're going to let's see. Let's go ahead and check the settings here. All right, let's go ahead and jump in and see what this one's all about. We'll call this DansGaming. Journey World. All right, gotta ban some racist people again. There we go. Okay, establish link. Welcome, Prospector. I'm Archon Phi, Orbital Overseer of the Aladdin Sand Survey Program. Positive probe. Telemetry has greenlit on-site survey of PX 470. Assess global yield potential, extract sand, and build initial gold production factory. Confirm mission. Link. The flight officer Zoe, your orbital operations support. I'll guide you to the mission. First things first, drop pod is locked. On trajectory cleared for dispatch. Ready when you are. Move with WASD. Hold to dig terrain. Okay. Press 2 to use the grabber. Click and hold to pick up sand. Oh. Drop dry sand in water. Pick up wet sand and shake it. Put gold in the collector. Oh, I'm prospecting. Oh. Would you look at that? Huh. What is all this stuff? This residue. Let's pick that up and move it. Yeah, so we're like prospecting gold out of the sand here. Dropping it in there. Open tech tree with T. We have a Golden Dan's game as well in chat. If you guys like gold. Research the shaker. Unlocks the shaker with separate gold and residue from wet sand. Build diagonally and build on top of wet sand on it. Open build menu with Q. Build a shaker and foundation. So, like that. And then we want to build a foundation like that. Drop wet sand onto shaker. Go ahead and put that over there. Then we put this right here. Drop wet sand onto shaker. Research logistics. Let's see. Research logistics costs 30 something. Oh, the gold that we're putting there. Yeah. So we got 19. This is kind of a cute little game with some cool mechanics so far. Oh my goodness. Let's do the dig up more sand. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to grab as much sand as we can and get it all wet. Alright, just like that. Alright, just like that. Drop it in there, get it all soaking wet. Just like that. And then we drop it right through here. Keep that going up there. $26, not quite enough. Gotta find a way to deal with all this residue that keeps popping up. Okay, research logistics. Unlock the conveyor belt and launcher. Build a conveyor and a launcher. So conveyor belt, like that, and then launcher. Huh. Oh, would you look at that? It's like all coming together. Looks like we're making little automations. Can we zoom in at all with this game? UI scale seems fine. I would like to zoom. Oh, there we go. Zoom. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. A little bit closer. Hold C to click and drag to select boxes. Move the selection to the highlighted area. Huh. Hold X to remove blocks. Hold tutorial complete. Hold controller resisting structures. Hold Alt, turn to mode, reversing conveyor belt. Expand your collector bucket or build new ones to fit more gold. Okay then. Tutorial complete. And now it belongs to us. I love the automation that's possible in this game. It looks like there is some wet sand in there that's still usable, so let's put that up here. Uh-oh. Collect all that wet sand and then put it up here. Shake out that gold. We're playing as a cat? I think we're a robot. Got some sort of jetpack on there. I wonder if we put the conveyor belt like right there and then right there, that would make it go to the launcher. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, working. Automating it a little bit more. This is great. Perfect. Just like that. All right, you know the drill. To find, dig, and refine sand and gold, so we can judge if this rock's worth of a full build out. Meet factory processing targets to raise viability and unlock more tech points to push further. Sensors show high psionic activity in the dune waves of classes, entities, designation levels remain with acceptable parameters. All right, so we got our gold going. Let's open up research and do hover mode. Tier 2 required to unlock. Filter required. Works like conveyor belt. Valid certain materials to pass through. Well, can't currently... Yeah, we could do that. What if we delete that and then we... What was it? Moving was... Whatever that button is. Move that over there, and then in case any stragglers get over there, and move it like that. Make sure we get all that gold in there. That over here. Okay. And let me build a conveyor belt in water, find fluxite, shake more wet sand. All right, let me just work on getting more sand happening. Low on water over there, actually. So this collector is only going to work for so long. It looks like the water is getting consumed by us making wet sand, so we'll have to find a more consistent flow of water. Okay, we'll consume the last of the sand over there. Yeah, we're all out of the water there. Now this is getting super clogged. Now that residue is messing, just getting too piled up over there. Okay, well, that was the tutorial one. We won't worry about the tutorial one anymore. We will... After we get as much gold out of this as we can, we're going to work on making a good one instead of this, you know, unoptimal tutorial one. Look at what little... Probably just a little bit of gold in here, not too much. Okay, that's dry sand, which we don't want. The wet sand over here. Just like that. Okay, we got the gold going. Got a bit of gold. What can we research now? Unlock map and mini map. There you go. All right. We got a lot of water here. And a lot of... Looks like sand right here. Well, what we could do is put in a conveyor belt. That goes into the center. And have the launcher go up like that, and then I currently can't cut through the silver stuff. Silver stuff's kind of locked in place, so I have to leave it there like that. Let's go a little higher on the launcher, just a little bit more. Okay, then we'll have our shakers will go down like that. Our shaker, and then we'll have a big old collector down here. That's collecting all of this. Make sure that gets in there. Guess we have a little mishaps. Okay, then we'll have our foundation. We'll go below like this. And then we'll have our little conveyor belt bring all this garbage over here where it will fall down and fill that hole right there. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see how this functions. So we're going to want a conveyor belt that goes right here into the water. And then I will go ahead and okay, we'll dig under. Oh God, there's a bunch of, oh no. That's not what I wanted. Well. Oopsie. Well, we got a lot of wet sand here. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, let's put this here for now and let that go up there. Alright, now we dig. Yeah, we're Edward's shovel hands. We need the conveyor belt to. Okay, let me see if I can get all of this up here, and then we have the conveyor belt go over there like that. And that should push all that stuff over there. Okay, maybe we want a second launcher here. It's not really flowing. Okay, there it goes. The conveyor belt's not doing anything, though. Oh, like that little green thing's getting in the way. Okay, there we go. That one little green pixel is taking out the whole thing. Little vines that are growing. All right, it's starting to go up there. It's starting to process up that way. There we go. Now it's going up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're going the wrong way, you dumbass. There we go. Now it's shaking everything out. Shake, 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 shake. Alright, now we're collecting gold finally. It's getting all shaken out, and then we are polluting it over there where I can't see it. If I can't see the pollution, it doesn't exist. Just like real life. It's not my problem anymore. Your collector needs an interior? Oh, no. Oops. Okay, there it goes. Thank you. Didn't realize that. Upgrades is for the future. Perfect. Alright, so now we got money happening. They got all this dirt. Okay, now let's see if I can get... Okay, we put that up there. Push it down. Oh, no. It's gotta go the other direction. Nope. Alright, conveyor belt goes that way, and then we have our launcher going up there. There we go. Now it's getting processed and taken up there where it belongs. Alright, not bad. Look at all that money starting to pile up. Doesn't look like a lot of these basic structures require anything other than... Actually, it just requires nothing. It's just you get to build however much you want. Filter. Unlocks filter. Use the boost to get through. Flare gun to light up dark areas. Wall-mounted light. That one does sound good. To the point where we can see what's underneath the ground. What is this? So I can't go down that way. That's all blocked. Okay, let me go ahead and set up a conveyor belt here. Just like that, and... I didn't realize you could do diagonals there. Let's see if that works or not. Doesn't seem like there's any enemies or anything right now. It just seems like it's a peaceful industry kind of game. Ah, there you go. I'm curious how that little diagonal works. If it just goes up the side. Yeah, it just flies up there. Okay. Good to know. So I can make little curve things. I'm going to get this going straight up where it belongs. Okay, I think we got the all of it in there. Let me go ahead and put the launcher here. And then straight up. And get all that processed over there. Thank you, Jassassin, for the 142-month resub. Thank you very much. Alright, so all that's getting thrown in there. It's getting processed slowly, but it's getting processed. Let's go ahead and spend some research points on a wall light. And then we'll also buy the sprint boost. There you go. Okay. I'm not worried about little specs here and there. Okay, tier 2 unlocked. Unlock tier 2. Flamethrower. Unlock the flamethrower to burn residue, melt ice, and vaporize water into steam that rises and becomes rain. Huh. A flamethrower. Wasn't expecting the game to have a flamethrower, but okay. That's cool. What's over here? So it looks like more sand. We have lots of sand over here. We don't have any water. Link ready. Morale. Nice pace. Additional tech tree roots approved. It's time to start thinking about your water supply. I've tagged the location of some adjacent boiler ruins on your map. Explore them after you've unlocked the flamethrower. I'm going to give you ideas how to get cave water flow into your factory. Get cave water to flow to the factory. Very curious how that's going to function. Well, thank you, Hers. A little more water there. Okay, we're going to need something to help us dig more. Filter conveyor portal. Unlocks conveyor portal, which allows elements to cross production lines without mixing. Flashlight. Flamethrower. Need $400 for the flamethrower. Okay, let me go ahead and... this over here like that. I don't have to do much. Just have to get it over there. There we go. Alright, we dig. And we get all that over there. Let's dig down, so that way we make it collapse on itself. And then we put this as low as it'll go. Stand, shovel, pew pew. I know. I'm doing what I can. Going as fast as we can. I'm curious how that flamethrower is going to work when we unlock that. Flare gun. Seems like as the sand piles up, it hardens into condensed sand. It doesn't want to stay loose. Auto saving in 3, 2, 1. It's called Dune. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna get sandworms. Look at all that sand. My God. Wait a minute. It's backed up. Oh my God. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's just do what businesses do and make the problem go away by ignoring it. Or just never acknowledging it. There it goes. There we go. Now it's not my problem anymore. It's their problem. Pollution? What pollution? I don't see any pollution. The physics on that are pretty awesome. This will be where we're going to keep all of our residue. It's going to be over here. Move it all! Yeah, let's move all that residue over there to where we can't see it, and therefore it's not our problem anymore. Uh-oh. Well, that's all backed up now, too. I think it's because the residue wasn't moving. Now the residue's moving, then it should unclog now. Yep, pollution groups hate this one simple trick. Hiding the pollution. And therefore denying its existence. Okay, let's go ahead and set this like that, maybe. That way we'll get the sand out of there. This dune stuff is messing up my plans. Give me all that dirt, and then let's go ahead and conveyor belt it all. I think there is some sun sand. Now, what is that yellow stuff? Something there. Blocking the path there. Yeah, it's like there's like a single pixel of dune that I can't seem to get rid of. Okay, we'll have to bypass it. There you go. There. Get on out of there, and let's go ahead and dig out this side now. Freaking Timothy Chalamet, someone figuring out how to ruin my day with his Dune movie. Like, come on, dude. Alright, now let's dig all this out here. And this will turn into some of it into wet sand, which will save us processing time. Yeah, it's weird. Like, the little pixels form, and then I can't seem to break it. So we're gonna have to bypass it. There we go. Perfect. Now it's going down. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I know, keep getting stopped by one damn pixel. It's like, come on, pixels. Oops. Again. There. Okay, let's check and see how this all's processing over here. Oh man, that's a big old pile of gold. I think we can afford to buy chat some ice cream. That's what I think. Alright, let's go ahead and research flamethrower. Kinetic press to further process burnt residue into more gold. Really? Burnt residue into more gold. Launcher, conveyor belt, collector, flare gun, wall light. So we can burn all this, burn the residue, and then the residue will turn. We can then process the burnt residue. Also, there's ice in here. Nice to meet you. Okay, let's see if we can get our way into these ruins over here that we saw. These guys. So that goes up there. These runs show a natural system for collecting water from caves. Boil the water in steam, let it rise. Once high enough, it condenses the rain. Use blocks to direct the steam to create natural rain catcher. Also, it goes up there and then falls down. So if I put that there, it will just turn into rain. Okay, let's see what happens now when it goes up there. Uh-oh. Alright, so it goes over here, goes up, becomes rain, and falls into the water. Maybe we can add a thing here to make it condense faster. So it goes up, turns into rain, and then falls back down into there. So what we can do is gather it into here. Gather all that steam into here, and then it should fall back down on its own. Oop, there you go. Oh yeah, Sunshine, we get told that like every 2 seconds. The water is kind of chilling there. Does it... Will it cool over time, I guess? Water's kind of... The steam's kind of trapped right here. Maybe it's got to get higher. But if it goes up higher, maybe it'll cool off enough to turn into rain. You just gotta keep it going up until it turns into rain. Just like in real life, the water gets high enough and then turns back into rain. Yep, frickin' science. We love science around here. It makes us smart. Okay, let's see. Still not enough. Damn. We gotta make it go way up there. Okay, I'm starting to see clouds. Probably up here with the clouds. color's starting to change. Oh God, we're in space. Well, that's got to be enough. Okay, space needs to be enough, I'm sure. Okay, I feel like it would cool even with the just being like half at this height. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, now it's completely controlled, so it doesn't go anywhere except where we want it, which is perfect. Okay, so it'll go up there and then fall down exactly where we want it to fall, not to the left or the right. It's contained. All right, let's see if that works when we do the rest here. Yeah, this is like a factory game where you like have ever increasing factory stuff going on. Oh, we need to get rid of. Still can't get rid of that stuff yet. Gotta be something that gets rid of that. Let's see here. Cryoblaster, which can produce infinite snow that can freeze water, solidify lava. Superdome easily collect materials from the ground. Flashlight. Thermal buffer, which can store and distribute heat for nearby machines. Conveyor portal. It's got the filter. There, now all that water is going up there, and it's gonna liquefy our sand, just like we want it to. What does this do? Let's see. Oh. Lights up the dark. Upgrade is currently empty. Go ahead and check over her. Game like Satisfactory? I would say something like Satisfactory, yeah, setting up automations and stuff. But it's got even more freedom because the entirety of the world is destructible. So you can destroy anything. The air conveyor is constantly blocked. Got a lot of water as well over here. Okay, now it's going. I know those little squares of dune, I cannot get rid of them. The ones that are just a pixel small, it just will not let me break a single little pixel of one. I'm holding and just nothing. I can move the sand. That little pixel, I just can't get rid of it. A little bit annoying, but you can work around it, but it is a little like, ugh, why are you like this? It's like Toby from The Office, just buzzkill. Okay, let's go ahead and... We also need to start doing the burnt residue stuff. I need to find a good sized... Did I fill up the damn cave? Yep, filled up the damn cave because I am crazy like that. Okay, well. Now I gotta figure out how I'm going to... Actually, what is this thing right here? It's like some sort of portal device or something. Yep, so what we're gonna do is we need to do something with all this residue. So I'm gonna need to... Well, I can't go up, so I can't get through that yet. Yeah, let's see here. So, what do we have? Filter, foundation, magnetic drop on the connect press to great height. From a great height to refine it into gold and seed. A great height. It wants me to lift it high and then drop it. Interesting. Okay, well. The goal of this game is to progress through the technologies and just keep building. It's just like a factory game. Like Satisfactory, Factorio, where just like you're building and building and building and building, and you keep expanding your technology more and more and more. What is all that? Is that smoke? Might be smoke. Okay, Okay, we need to not put the residue over there anymore. So they said they want us to... First of all, we're going to need to get it out of there, all of this. This. So it wants us to lift the residue up in the air, and then we need to drop it. That's not a real show frequent. That is an animation. Animations aren't real. So, like, cartoons are fictional. So that person doesn't actually exist. That was just the voice set. The guy that voiced him was the same guy that plays Newman on Seinfeld. So if you're curious. All right, we need to now build this device where we can... What was it? Research? Kinetic press. Unlock the press to further process burnt residue into more gold. So we need to make sure that it's burnt first. How are we going to do that? could just burn it, but that's not exactly what we want. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it like this, and then we can have the filter that we just unlocked. Filter. We'll put burnt residue. Actually, how does this filter work? All right, filter. Oh, it's just like a conveyor. Okay. So we're going to want to put the filter down here. So we're going to have a conveyor belt that goes across like that. And then we're going to remove a little bit here and then have a filter for burnt residue. And the burnt residue is going to fall straight down. It says it needs to be from a great height. And then we have to do kinetic collector down here. Kinetic press. And then in theory, that should make gold. Let's test it first. We'll put this here to see what it makes. Alright, here we go. So we're going to do a conveyor belt that goes across like that. And then I'm going to burn this shit. Burn, 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 burn. Okay, burn, burn, burn. Okay, move all that across. Okay, keep moving. Just like that. Okay, we have seed and we have gold being made. So we're going to want to have two filters again. One for gold and then one for seed. Okay, so the unburnt is just going right back down. Fire is kind of spreading all through there, burning up all that residue. All right, so I think what we want now is to filter. Okay, let me go ahead and do a little bit of this here. We are going to stop this for a second so that way I can process. Okay, let that go for a minute. Let it finish filtering, and then I'm going to adjust. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to wait for that to fall. Okay, so we're going to have a filter here. Filter here that's going to be for for gold. Filter for gold. All right, and then we'll have a little gap, and then the next one will be a filter for for seeds. Conveyor belt. Then we're going to have a filter for seed that will go here. Just like that. I think we can go ahead and delete that side, and then we don't need so much over there. Okay, and then we will break that down. Just like that. Okay, so it's going to fall down, turn into seed and gold. So we will... we'll have a collector here to collect all that gold. And then we will seal that up, right? Look at that. Have a big collector of gold here. And then I don't know what we do with the seed over there. Okay, let's first, I think we need to filter out all of this. Get all that seed out of there. Oops. All right, let me go ahead and move this over like that. Like that. We'll create a little wall here, just for now, until we can get that sorted. Okay, let me go ahead and we'll seal that across there. Now we'll see if we can get a little sorting thing happening here. Actually, we don't need to be that big. Let's do... we can have it sort it for me if I'm clever. So we'll have this launch up like that. Gold should go down there, and then there. Seed should go on the left and gold on the right, if that worked properly. I think we nailed it. Let's Game looks satisfying. It is. If you like games where you set up industry, you try to optimize like production chains and stuff, I think you'll enjoy this one. It's got like a nice vibe for that. Pretty cool. All right, now we're just waiting for it to finish filtering. We'll just grab all of that down there and there, keep filtering. Then we can make that much deeper once it's all filtered out. All right, now it's finished sorting it for me. Now we can get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. Oh, and that. Oh. It's almost 3 o'clock. That means I get to claim a free gift card if I win it at 3 p.m. Let's see. All right, minute and 30 seconds. Got it. Okay, let's go ahead and fill that in right there. Go ahead and delete the walls there, and then we'll put this as a giant collector. Perfect. And for the seeds, I don't know exactly what we do with those. Do those go in the collector? It just says gold. Unlock the burner belt next flammable materials when fueled by heat through a thermal buffer. Yeah. There you go. 48 seconds. Okay, now we take that, put that there, and that there. Perfect. I don't know what to do with the siege yet. We'll just, let those exist there for now until I can figure out what we need to do with those later. I'll have this over here to try to keep it not from piling up in that corner there. All right, now we can go ahead and put this back. The launcher. And all that burnt stuff will go through there. I see some non-burnt stuff. Get it burnt. Nailed it. Got a $10 gift card to Barnes & Noble. The phone company we have has a thing where occasionally they have gift cards you can claim at a certain time. Alright, I'll be right back 1 second. Just gotta run to the bathroom real fast. Be right back. send the dogs. Oh no. Why are we sending dogs? Oh, thank you, Wee Planda. Oh, Dolok Town? That one seems cool, too. Super June, Cryo Blaster, Conveyor Portal, Burner Belt, Flashlight. Okay, let's look for some more, let's look out here a little bit. What do we got? Pyramids. What the hell is that? It's still letting me move. What is going on over there? That looks weird and creepy and... Huh. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we got going on over this way. Okay, big old mound of dirt right there. Tons and tons of dirt. No water, though. Oh, or is there? I think I found the water. Yep, melt the water up there, and I still can't get through. Can't get through the gray stuff yet. Mind Fluxite. Cryo Blaster, Super Jones, Flashlight, Conveyor Portal. Yeah, there's still no way to get through there. Even the flamethrower doesn't get through there. Stone. Well, let's see what's down this way. Maybe there's some like cave-like stuff down here. Well, I guess we'll just take this over to where we were before. We'll start taking the sand and moving it up and over for now. Okay, we'll put conveyor belt this way. Okay, that means underneath us right now. If we go straight down, destroy all this. Oops, I mean destroy all that. Oopsie. Wow. Yeah, we'll move this. Okay, so that's gonna go down in there. It's gonna get wet. That will be for... We'll just put a filter here for sand. So sand should fall from here, straight down, hit there. And then we will have the other stuff going this way. So the shaker. One more. And then we will conveyor belt. All of that into the giant pile here. And then we'll put underneath our giant collector. Conveyor belt, just like that. Okay, let's see if that is going to work. Or if our plan is foiled before we even begin it. Sometimes you try things out in these games and it's just, you are horribly wrong. It wasn't even kind of right. Try that. Is that working? We got the sand going up, which is what we want. It's going to take forever for that to move over there, so let me take some sand and we'll just fast forward a little bit. There we go with the giant resub. It says Dan Gotchi, Dan Tail. Don't like that combo. Okay. How do I avoid lag? I don't know. Lag in this kind of a game will probably depend on CPU more than your GPU. It's a simulator game with lots of simulating stuff happening. So now it's all wet. Now that's wet, it should go up and it shouldn't get filtered. Yeah. So right about to here. So sand will go through there. This will get all filtered, and we'll get the gold down in there where it belongs. right, let's get a big conveyor belt all done so we can get all this sand up there. It's gonna run from here all the way over. All right, start getting that sand moved. What do you use the gold for? Use it to buy upgrades for your technology. You're likely to be eaten by a grue? I am more likely to have a Prime Gaming in the next hour than I am to be eaten by a grue. Whatever the hell that is. Oh, there's some water. Yeah, we put up some lights down here. Maybe yellow light is better. We'll try it. Nah, I think it needs to be a little more orange. Ah, yellow light's fine. It's fine. I'll live with it. Rapture us with the brand new Prime Gaming. Thank you so much. What is going to be your first sub emote? And then chat will spam it for you. Just click the smiley face in the chat box. Pick which one you like the most. And that'll be your first one. And then chat will be like, spam, spam, spam. And Bad Majax with the 44-month Prime Gaming resub. Dan, arrive. Perfect choice for your when you arrive with that Prime Gaming. Thank you very much. All right, chop, 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 chop. Ooh, water. This got Sandustry myself at Tier 5 factory with some with that later automation is tough but fun. That's awesome. I like when automation requires some thinking and planning and isn't just, you know, done for you automatically. Got a big old mount on that side. Let's try the other side now. This game looks satisfying and life-destroying. Yeah, it's one of those games that's just gonna eat up like tons and tons of your time. Shimmy and Pure Spider with those resubs. Thank you so much, guys. With a double Prime Gaming. We have a Dan Wave and a Dan Shake. Good choices. Alright, let's do some more conveyor belt. Look, you have like infinite resources in this game. right, let's see how. Like, yeah, all that dirt's moving up there beautifully. That's a big old chunk of water there. Okay, let's start moving all of that over there. Okay, it's moving, but moving slowly. Okay, let's get all this chopped and moved. All right, keep going, keep going. There's unmined blocks in my line. Is that what's blocking it up so much? Oh my god, there is in there. Yeah, that was clogging it. Yeah, it's going much faster now. Chat, sometimes you just gotta unclog your drains. Moral of the story. It's like when you're at the sink and your sink starts backing up in the mornings because your drain's starting to get clogged. Of course, the chatter is named Futa Gooner. Oh my god. It's like in Reddit where someone has the just an absolutely like, what the hell name? But they're so nice at the same time. It's like, what's happening? Couldn't be me, says cat barf interrupted orgasm. How are these names allowed on Twitch? What is happening? What is happening? They banned Dan Potty, but they allow that name? Like, what? Oh, my God. Me and Julia are still mad about Dan Potty. We're still pissed. Stupid, dumbass moderators. Do other games lag for you? That's a good question. Though. Like, this is a very... Sim games like this aren't super graphically intensive. They're CPU intensive. There's lots of... It's calculating all those little blocks and stuff. Might be doing it. Okay, we have all this stuff getting processed. There must be a big old mound of resin over there, I'm guessing. Yep. Yep, that'll do it. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Hold on here. I need a... It's getting clogged. I'm gonna have to have a better filtration system here. need a different filter. Okay. Oh, I know what we can do. We can do it like this, where we. So we. No. Cancel. Okay, what we do is we filter out. Wet sand can go through there. And then dry sand will just go over here into the water where it belongs. There we go. That solves that problem. I just gotta all this regular sand over here. Not that. Regular sand. There you go. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, God. Okay. Well, actually, what's down here? I can't get through that stone, unfortunately, so what we could do... We got a lot of dry sand on there. It's clogging everything up. There we go. That's what's going on. I know my hole got clogged by all this damn sand. Alright, and... Oh my god. Jeez. Okay, also let's add another layer here. What's this game even about? It's about, It's about 50... No, that's the wrong game. It's about $10 right now. Well, how are we gonna deal with this now? Okay, well, we should... The wet sand should start disappearing now. Just throw it back in there for now, just to clear this. Okay, the residue's blocked. Oh, God. Okay, throw that over there for now, just until I can move it. Okay, we need, thermal buffer, stores, exchanges heat, charges it with flamethrower, let it consume adjacent lava, snow, connects buffer, requires the temperature. Adjacent thermal buffer. Okay, stop that for now. Okay, you stop that for now. Okay, we're going to We need to have a... I like the idea of a filter. Okay, we'll filter out any wet sand that happens to flow through there. And then we need to have... This game is peak. Oh, no. This one is. Here all week, folks. Alright, put that there in the thermal buffer. So we're going to have a burner belt that's going to burn all that stuff for us. And then we're going to have... where is our portal thingy? Research? Portal. Conveyor portal. There it is. So it's going to go here. Like that. Probably just have regular conveyor belt for a little while here. So we have a thermal buffer here that we have to flamethrower. Or something like that, and then that will burn that up. It'll go over here. Where it shall dump there and then start making its way back over. And now we're going to... So I have to get these hot. Not sure how all this works, but we'll see. Okay, and then I do need to lift this up at some point somehow. If I can I think I can go through. No, it won't let it go through. We'll do that until we empty this. Get that nice and toasty there. All right, now it's nice and toasted up. I don't know how long that will hold its heat, but we'll see. All right, start moving all that over there. And we'll get that moved up into the burnt area there. Looks like it's burning nicely. Not bad. Okay, so looks like we got that all automated. It's going slow, but it is working. All right, hold on, let me turn down that one setting real fast. There we go. All right, burning up nicely. Sorry about that. You're fine. Auto mod is a little crazy sometimes. It bans things that like I'm like, why would you ban that? What's wrong with saying crazy lady? How else are you supposed to describe our Optics mom? Start moving that over. I'm kidding. I don't know your mom. She's probably lovely. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's turn that off for a minute. And we do need more water, so let's go get water over there. Lots of water to turn all that into gold. Unfortunately, it looks like we are almost out of water. Thank you for gifting a sub to our Synoptics, one of our lovely community members. Thank you very much, Streaker, and congrats, Arpnoctics. You can pick one of our emotes you like, and then we'll spam it for you. All of our emotes are drawn by the lovely Julia in chat. If you see her, make sure you tell her how much you like her emotes. All the water's going up. We're getting rained on. Okay, that cannot move water, apparently. Well, good to know. Let's also get the regular sand converted into wet sand. It's clogging everything up over there. Okay, now we can go ahead and put this back. Never mind, we cannot. So we unclog that. It's, you know, we're getting there though. keep moving it over. Perfect, perfect. We can start helping it along, I guess. Once this is gone, then we can unclog the other thing over there. Get all this residue out of here. Because all we'll have left is sand, then we can move all that and be happy. Alright, perfect. Now destroy this. Destroy that, and then we can... Everything should just work now. Perfect. Oh, we got a little bit of regular sand we need to get rid of. And now we can put this back. Perfect. All right, now we just play the waiting game, waiting for all that to process. We don't need that anymore. We'll just do all the rest of this manually. Okay, get that moving. Oh, thank you, Julia. Okay, burning, burning, burning. Wish these lines were faster. They're so slow. Okay, research. Cryoblaster, sweeper drone. What does the sweeper drone do? Sweeper drone. Research upgrades. Sweeper drone. Launches swarm drones to sweep materials from the ground. Really? Whoa. Okay, now that's so much better than picking shit up manually. Go, my little pretties. Go. Lift. This game's about $10. Those wouldn't know what it's about. You tell I gotta get addicted to this game? I know. It's one of those games that's like, you know what? This is pretty good. Oh no. Julia. Chat will do great evil with that. Putting on better Twitch TV. Okay, go ahead and move all those over, please. Okay, we have 2 Better Twitch TV emotes uploaded, Dan 6 and Dan 7. Dan 6, 7. Get 'em, drones. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Okay, we apparently need something to do with all this seed. A lot of seed in there. Okay, we need to expand how much seed we have here by a lot. Zool, thank you very much. Okay, we upgraded tier 3. Clearing frame, clearing frame that allows slow conveyor belts but moves things inside. Good for clearing off static surfaces or pushing floating objects. Gun, unlock the gun for distance digging. Unlock the activity heat map on the map. Grow flowers. Flowers. Guessing we do that with seeds. I don't know. Let's see here. So research. Unlock power dispenser fire bursts every 3 seconds fueled by adjacent thermal buffer. Clearing flame. Oh my, that is so much. Okay, we're gonna need to toolbox. Drones. Start moving that, it's too much. Just too much dirt right now. Thank you. Go find the Broflex site, open up the upgrades tab, go spawn in the ground. Okay. I was just trying to clean up our industry right here first. Alright, well, let's go ahead and what goes up and down tabs? I can't figure that out. Uh-oh, I'm getting buried alive. Uh-oh. Not good. I wasn't panicking, I was just shaking uncontrollably out of excitement. We still have so many seeds, my God. Okay, let's see what we can find around here. Still can't break that. Can we flame it? No. Actually, what about the gun? The gun might do it. Okay, let's get you burning faster over here. Still got a lot of stuff here. Let me, start moving all that. Everything fine. Everything's great. As long as we ignore everything that's not great. Water. We're almost at 1,500. To unlock the gun and see what that does for us. God, we stripped mine that. Jeez, nothing left. Okay, research, gun. Okay, now we have gun. Now we will shoot the blocks. I cast Glock. It's super effective. Still can't destroy stone, though, unfortunately. Stone is still a problem. Nothing in the ice that I can see yet. Just looks like water. Something under here, though. Nope, nothing. Stone keeps blocking me from going anywhere. So much stone everywhere. There's no enemies in this game. It's been all peaceful, just automation and building of your production lines and stuff. Damn you, terrain! You will die. Take that, Earth. No matter where I go, I'm just stuck. I guess it's gotta be in the sand. Sand biome must be where we need to go next. Nothing over there yet. Like maybe around this pyramid thing that's over here. Nope, blocked. Nothing there. Let's try this side. Our next mission is to grow grass, flowers, which we don't know how to yet. Yeah, collapsing sand is a little anxiety-inducing. Where I go is kind of a dead end right now. Maybe there's something under research. Unlock pipe and fluid vents. Oh, planter box. Wet seeds grow into flowers, which yields gold and amethyst when harvested. Unlock fan which blows petals and flowers through powders through the air. Digger drone, which digs autonomously. Vacuum collects stuff in a tank. Alright, well, we got lots of things to do. So we need to get the seeds wet to grow flowers in the planter box. Okay, let me go ahead and extend this a little bit more that way. And then we will expand this a little bit. Because that's getting a little clogged. Alright, perfect. What are we gonna do? There's so many seeds here. My God. Put all that gold over there. Okay, we need to get that planter box. Somehow we gotta get it wet. Well, we do have a lot of water over here in this area. Indestructible. Okay, we need to add some more filters here. Let's go ahead and add the gold filter. Put that there. Seed filter. Put that there. I need to add the filter. The gold. Put that over there. So you said the boiler in the beginning. The boiler just shows you how to evaporate stuff and then make it go where you want it to go. So you basically boil water, it goes up, then you trap it and move it where you want it to go. So water is pretty easy to get to move where you need it to be. Okay. Okay, we have enough for the planter box now, so let's go ahead and buy the planter box. And we have so much seed. I don't know what I'm doing with all this seed. There's so much of it. Just have that go through there, and we'll have a little conveyor belt. Little conveyor belt right here that will move all the seed for us. We need a portal for right here. Okay, now we're gonna want to. We're gonna need the conveyor belt to move it a little bit, and then we're gonna want a launcher to lift it up. Like that, and then we're going to put this on another conveyor belt. And then I'm not sure how these planter boxes work. Let's see, planter box. So we want it to so a seed's gonna fall in there, and then we need to get it wet. If we could get it to where the water already is, then we can make it a little easier. This anymore. We've already moved all this, so we can get rid of all that. Okay, we're not moving dirt that way anymore. Now we have to move. Okay, let's first see what it looks like when we do it, because I need to test it once first. So we'll put a little bit there and see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and block it back up. Alright, so let's see what it looks like when we... So let's say we fill this here with water. Alright, so let's see if we can get the water over there by moving it. So let me go ahead and take this all the way to the sky where it will turn into rain. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and we're now going to grab the water and move it over there and see if this functions. Okay, like we got water here, so let's go ahead and have the conveyor belt moving the water over here. Just like this. Make sure not a drop goes anywhere else except where we want it to. Alright, let's go back this way and see if we can move the water from over there, over here through evaporation. And then through condensation, it shall go down into this vat we have made here. And then hopefully water all the dudes. Let's see if this works. Oops. Okay, it has to go that way. Luckily, it's falling back down the mountain where we had it before. Just for evaporating all this water. Okay, now is the water going over here and is it falling down? Yes, it is. We got a hell of a lot more than that, though. It's not enough. Okay, we're gonna need more. Oh, we can actually... Hopefully get this to go down the mountain. Then melt all that. Seems like there's only so much water though, so there must be a way to generate water. What if we did thermal buffer all along the bottom here? by water. Like the most efficient way to make it burn off quickly. Okay, we got a massive pile of water chilling there, waiting to go down there and then evaporate. It's boiling, going up there, and now it's actually where we need to be. Oh. I guess we need to have a seed filter? Like that. How does that... Doesn't seem to be... Can't figure out how to get the seed where I need it to be. Alright, planter box. Drop a wet seed into the... Uh-oh. Yep, there's the detail that I missed. It has to be wet. There you go. Okay, so what we needed to do is to drop it into the vat of water there to make it wet, and then we can utilize it once it's wet. Alright, then once they're wet, then we can alright, here we go. Let's get these seeds wet. Uh-oh. Make sure they don't leave there. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't fall down that way. Okay, go up there. So we're going to get all them seeds wet, and then once we have wet seeds, then we will lift them up and then put them into the other thing. And then we'll be able to grow the plants, hopefully. Uh-oh, we've got... Uh-oh. Oh, no. It's gotta go one space over. Getting contaminated seeds here. Ooh. Okay, now that we have contaminated seeds, I don't know if that will... Okay, that should prevent it from piling up in a big old pile right there. Hopefully. All right, let's see here. I don't know if the water will stay, so we need to test it out here. Nope, water will not stay. It'll drip through. Okay, so I know that. All right, now we need to get our planters. Maybe probably filters first. Wet seed filters. And then our planters. Can't tell that's actually doing anything. Planter box. Drop wet seed onto a planter box. Start growing flowers you can destroy. Maybe there's got to be a space. Okay, let's try if there's like a little bit of a gap there. Well, they're growing. Okay, and so the wet seed just has to fall down and hit the plant box, and then it just sort of grows upward. It turns into gold and into petals. Cool. Or we also turn it into death. Okay, that's all. That I got mixed up really badly there. Uh-oh. Yeah, that one's like, ugh. All crazy looking. And it's like all on fire. Fire isn't stopping. Okay, well, I have flowers. That's nice. And I have gold. It's also nice. I also have tons of this flower stuff. Well, I mean, that is a way to make it work in the future. The petals burn? Probably. No, fireproof petals. Good to know. Yeah, I'm gonna need to, I'll have to redo that entirely. It's all, topsy-turvy. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some lunch. I'll be back on later, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. You guys have been wonderful, and I'll see you guys later. I think I'm gonna go get a burrito bowl today. You guys have a good night if I don't see you, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. Till time.